What's up everyone, and welcome to another Rust electrical tutorial. I'm Austin, and today I'm going to show you how to build the power loss alarm. So a quick demonstration, the idea being that you have some kind of power system set up on your base, consisting of some root power sources like these solar panels and that turbine up there. And then you've got a battery or batteries that is running the items in your base. And the idea here is that, let's say you lose power and your battery either dies completely but still exists, or somebody breaks in and destroys the battery, and so therefore cutting off power. So whatever the scenario is, you have lost power to your base, and what this system is going to do is it's going to send you a message in Rust Plus letting you know that that has happened. And so the way it works is that this battery actually maintains this thing in a standby mode, and once this thing no longer exists or has no more power, it releases the standby mode and sends you the message. So we can simulate that by simply removing power from this branch out that runs to it. There we go. And there it is. Now the alarm is sending out a message. You would receive, in this case, a message that said main battery power loss. You could have that say whatever you want. It's very tiny, compact, can be put anywhere. You can build multiples of these for multiple batteries. In a scenario where your root power is maybe not enough, and so you're power cycling, your battery's getting some juice, dying, getting some juice, things are turning on and off. This thing would actually power cycle and send a message, stop, send a message, stop, which could tell you, it's a diagnostic feature that could tell you that your system is having a problem and power cycling. So there's a lot of use to this. It doesn't matter big or small what you're doing, any kind of battery, any base, large or small. This could be very useful for telling you that something's happening or you've got some issue with your electrical system that needs to be repaired. So very simple. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to build it. I'm just going to hook this back up to it real quick, just so we have our power. So the system starts from the output of your battery, and what you would do here is you'd have, of course, some battery. This is the this actual system. You can ignore all this stuff right here. Ignore the solar panels, the wind turbine. This is just a battery bank that I use. I will link that video if you'd like to know how to make that. But the system starts from the output of the battery that you're using, whatever that is, and runs to this first branch. So this branch is part of the system. This stuff over here is not part of the system. This is just so you understand that this power out is what you would use to then distribute power. And in this case, you have 93 Rust watts available to run stuff in your base. So this is to the base. We don't care about this. The actual circuit here starts with this branch here. So you have your power out of your battery runs to this branch here. Its branch out specifically runs to the system, so that's what you're going to hook up. You're going to set that branch to 3 Rust watts. That is what this requires to run, so it's very, very cheap. And that's going to run to the power in of this splitter over here. And then the power out, you need 2 of the power outs down here. It does not matter which one you use. This is all irrelevant. I just used the ones that were closest to what I was hooking them up to. So I have the power out 1 going to the battery, power in. The power out 3 here is running to the block pass through on the blocker here. The power out of this car battery is running to the power in of this blocker, and then its power out is simply running to the back of this power in on the back of the smart alarm. So that's literally it. It's super, super easy. It's a splitter, a car battery, a blocker, and an alarm set up in this configuration, and then powered, as I said, with 3 Rust watts coming off the branch out, and the rest here is for your base. So if I were to just remove this so that the battery doesn't see it, you can see that the active usage for the whole thing from this branch forward through the system is only 3 Rust watts, so active usage of 3. So that's really cheap. It's a simple thing to do, and again, just to demonstrate how it works right now, we can explain just what's going on here. Is that when the system is powered, so when the battery is sending power out here from this branch out to this splitter, you're going to have 3 arriving here. This is going to use 1, so 1's going to go and trickle charge this battery very slowly over time, because you need very little juice for this to happen. And then the other output, also 1, is going to do the block pass through, because that only requires 1 Rust watt as well. And then the output, like I said, runs and passes power through here. And so how this works is that when there's power going through here, you have A, power charging this battery, and B, power keeping this blocker blocked, which cuts off the active usage of this battery from this, or this from that, however you want to think about it. And so you have an active usage of 0, which means this battery has 0 load on it. So all it's doing is charging and not dying. And so that's it. And so once you have removed power by either loss of of root power or destruction of the battery. Once this thing is cut off in any capacity, it releases this block pass-through here, which is why it's now, you can see the 2 green lights, which means this battery can now see this smart alarm. So now the smart alarm is receiving power from this battery to the other side, and it's broadcasting its message. And so now you'll notice that it has an active usage of 2, which is this blocker here and this smart alarm here. And that's it. And once, if you were to come back in and you were to, reestablish power on your base and get control of things, there you go. It shuts it back down. Alarm is shut off, and you're back to normal. So this is a very, very easy way to monitor your power system remotely using the Rust Plus app. And because it's so easy, it's 4 items, a splitter, a blocker, a battery, and a smart alarm. It's easy to set up, it's easy to hide, and it's kind of just like a little insurance plan to make sure that your base, as best as we can in Rust, ensure that your base remains powered. So that, folks, is just about all I've got. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them below. Otherwise, you can get me on my Discord. See you later.